we're doing something different, ladies and gentlemen. Today, for the first time, I'm bringing a wig specifically dedicated to the mature woman. Okay, this is in collaboration with Soul Lady Wigs. It came quickly by FedEx, and in the FedEx bag is an additional bag, as you can see. And inside of that, let's pull out, a gift bag. It looks like we have a very nice formal gift bag. So it says Soul Lady on it in gold lettering. So you can easily package the box and the bag for a friend, or maybe for your Mother's Day coming up, a best friend, an aunt, or maybe it's for you. Anyway, very nice corrugated box. It got a little dented in the mail, but that's okay. And in that is a silk white bag. It says empowering women to shine. Nice. I can use the bag to store the wig or hair products. Also included is this HD wig cap. So it comes with 2 wig caps. You can use this to do the bald cap method. Not sure if we're going to do that today. We'll see. And then also a hairpiece maintenance guide. Okay, let's open the bag. Let's see the wig. I really don't know what to expect. Not really. I have an idea, but look. Okay, it comes in this very long plastic bag. As you can see, it says brand Soul Lady. The item is a 5x5 lace wig, 100% human hair. The color is in salt and pepper, and it's 150% density. Yes, 18 inches. It seems quite long to me. And let's pull it out, or pull her out. Look at the scalp. Very interesting, right? I don't know. There's something different about it than, say, the typical black wig or dark brown wig. Interesting. Now I'm pulling out the packaging, and let's take a closer look inside. You see the 5x5 lace. Very nice. It's going to melt if you do it well. And look at the combs on either side. And then there's a wide band. There's another comb on the top and a comb in the back, and 2 straps, thin straps on the side. So a lot of security. This wig is not falling off if you don't want it to. I like the hairline. You don't need to pluck it, but you can if you want to. Hi! I'm so excited to see you, and I'm super excited about trying on this wig. This is literally my first time putting her on. I don't know how it's going to suit my complexion or not. Let's try using the HD wig cap. Not sure if I'm going to do the bald cap method, but at least let's try her on first. We're not going to do anything. We're just trying on the wig and see how it looks. And what I want you to notice is that I have a pretty low hairline. So typically I wear my wigs behind my hairline, because if I wear it in front, I feel like it's too low on my forehead. Anyway, let's just see how it looks to start off with. And hello, if you're new here, we welcome you to our ladies that are in their 50s or 60s or even 70s. Maybe you're looking for a wig that looks closer to your natural hair color. Anyway, what do you think? What do you think? It's a nice wig, right? It's a nice wig, but of course, it looks like a wig right now. It looks like it's sitting on the top of my head. It's too poofy on the top, and it's a lot of hair. Ooh. So I'm going to attempt to make this wig look like mine. But for starters, let's see what it looks like when I pull it, again, below my hairline. See what I mean? I feel like it looks kind of low, but that's the only way to cover my hairline. I don't know. What do you think? Should I push it behind my hairline or in front? Anyway, I'm just going to go bold, and let's do the bald cap method. Like literally, this might be my first or second time doing this bald cap method. So I am not an expert, okay? First, I added some beeswax edge control to my edges just so I can brush it back. And then I'm going to pull the stocking cap forward. Typically, this is what the girlies do when they're doing the bald cap method. And this is really a great method if you have a generous forehead. So for the girlies who have a large forehead or generous forehead, this is perfect. But for me, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle bus. You will see. It's going to be a little chaotic in the way we do this, but I feel like it's going to work out. So wish me luck. So after adding one layer of the Got to Be, I let it dry and then I add a second layer. This is how you're supposed to do it, as far as I am aware, although most people use the spray version. The way I'm fanning, you would have thought I was having a hot flash, but no, we're just trying to get it to dry. And then we tie it down. 5 minutes later, as they like to say, let's take it off, and it should be dry, but just to make sure. Okay, I think it's pretty dry. Now I'm trying to cut off the stocking along the edge. It's important to use a very sharp scissors, and it's important to cut off as much of the stocking as possible. But it's a balance, because if you cut too much, then the stocking starts to ride back if it's not glued properly. It was stressing me out, y'all. Who asked me to do this? Who asked me to do this? At this point, I knew it kind of had messed up a little bit, but it's okay. The front is what's most important. So I'm adding pressed powder because you don't want to use a water base or else it will totally lift up the stocking. So using pressed powder in my complexion, and that will hopefully, help it all blend and make the parting look natural. So you just plop the wig on. And again, who asked me to do all that? You could just put on a stocking cap and plump the wig on. But see. I love how the parting looks. I love it. But yes, it's a lot of hair. Anyway, I'm going in, cutting a few pieces of the lace right in front. This is on the actual wig. And then I add a little bit of glue or Got to Be glue to it. You don't have to do all that if you don't want to, but I just feel like it would look better with a little bit of Got to Be glue in the front. And then I go in with a little bit of concealer. So to me, this is like the minimum you could do. You want to make sure it all blends in. See? Not bad, right? This is honestly some really good lace, and I love the hairline. But I will say it still feels a little bit bulky on top for me, okay? So this is what you need. You need a flat iron, and if you have a hot comb, the old-fashioned hot comb, well, I didn't have one today because mine broke. So I'm just going to finesse this with my flat iron. But this is a really good flat iron. It gets really hot. So I have it on the highest setting. And what I'm trying to do is flatten the top of my head so it doesn't look like, a wig. It needs to look like the hair is coming out of my scalp, okay? So I'm wearing the standard salt and pepper, but on the website for Soul Lady, you will see that they carry different shades of gray. So there's a light salt and pepper, there's a dark salt and pepper. I mean, they clearly have a variation of, gray, because we're not all gray the same. And for example, myself, I actually have more black hair than I have gray hair at this moment. Anyway, we're going to kick it up a notch, and I'm trying to get some baby hairs. Not too stylized baby hairs, just enough to soften the front a little bit, nothing too much. So I really don't have to do this, but I'm trying to show you the different options, You can straighten the hair, you can add baby hair, even though I didn't do the best job, but it's okay. Just take a few strands. I just feel like it makes it feel or look a little bit more natural, because most of us don't have super long, thick hair right at our hairline. It's usually a little bit thinner or a little bit shorter. So, just trying to add some realness to it. Shout out to all the women going through menopause, by the way. I thought I needed to say that because it's a lot. Being a woman is a lot. The whole hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, breast tenderness, vaginal dryness. Yes, I said it. Weight gain, fatigue, thinning hair. What else? Brain fog, dry, itchy skin. It's a lot going through a woman of a certain age. And the last thing I want to worry about right now is my hair. I got too much to worry about. Anyway, here's the hair, And by the way, if you're new here, I'm also a physician by training, so hence I talk a lot, especially when it comes to medical issues. But I also love to do hair, amongst many other things. So stay a while. Anyway, what do you think? What do you think about this straight hair, straight gray hair on me? I mean, it's cute, right? Or do you think I still look too young to have this hair? I don't know. There are a lot of younger looking women, I think, that actually have this much gray hair, you know? Now, it may not be this thick, but it is this gray for some women. Anyway, let's have some fun. I'm just going to add some layers, especially in the front. I wanted some like side bangs. When I was much younger, I used to wear my hair like this, in terms of the cut, that is. Obviously not the same color. Okay, so I just want you to see I'm adding layers on both sides. Ooh, do you see the picture on the side? I really like all the other wigs they have. I really like the shoulder length. Maybe in another video, I'll cut this hair to shoulder length and show you. Because I know most older women, when they are very gray, they tend to keep their hair shorter. That's because a lot of times their hair is thinner and they don't want, long stringy hair. They want it to look full of body. As women age, there are a lot of changes that we go through, and for many women, hair thinning is very common as we lose estrogen, right? Anyway, I am adding some lip gloss by Clinique. It's kind of a lip gloss, lip tint, nothing too much. And also I want to point out, they not only carry wigs, they have hair toppers, extensions, bundles, closures, bulk hair, even drawstring ponytails in your preferred gray and preferred texture or length. So it's really cool the amount of different stuff that they have. But what do you think of my cut? And what do you think of the, straightened gray hair? What do you think? Is it a yes or a no? Is it a yes or a no? Let me know honestly. Be honest with me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But really, this is just about showing, other women that there are options out there. Because I know people have commented that I show or share a lot of wigs that are catering to younger women. I'm at that age where I can kind of go both ways. Both sides. I can look older and I can look younger. Anyway, let's curl this hair. This is kind of my favorite part, curling this hair, just giving it a little bit more bounce and life. Let's pretend I got somewhere important to go or somewhere special to go. Maybe we're going on date night. Maybe we're going away somewhere. I know somebody's birthday's coming up. Or somebody's graduating and you need a special wig or wig that makes you feel confident and makes you feel like your best self. This is definitely a great option. So yeah, check out Soul Lady. As I pointed out earlier, you'll see they have different shades, different textures, different lengths. Some of their hair is also not gray. Not all of their wigs are gray, but I believe their focus is on the mature woman. And so they do have a lot of gray wigs for, those that want that. And also, I think that this would be a fun wig to wear even if you're a young girl, because, there are young people who like that look. It's different. It's cool. Yeah, you don't have to be older to wear gray hair, because also sometimes, depending on the light, this hair gives off like a blue silver. Anyway, your girl is dressed and ready with her red lip. Do you think, though, this red lip is a little harsh for this color? I don't know. Like, I feel glamorous. I really do. And I love the cut and I love the curls, but I'm not sure about my makeup. Is it doing too much? Be honest. Let me know what you think. Do you think the red lip is too harsh with this amount of gray hair? I'm kind of, not sure. I'm somewhere 50-50. I do love the glasses, though. This is definitely not your grandma's wig, okay? This wig has been updated. We are doing the most. Age is nothing but a number. I still felt young wearing this hair. So this is what it looks like outside. I just wanted to show you, how it looks in real light. I live in North Carolina, and even though it looks sunny, it's cold. So I was wearing a hoodie. But you see what I mean? How the color kind of changes depending on the light. All right, I decided to lighten the lipstick. Since y'all didn't give me your opinion, I'm just go ahead and put some pink on. What do you think? I don't know. Anyway, I typically wear glasses. I'm not wearing glasses because a lot of people get annoyed with the ring light. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check below in the description box. You will see a link with a discount code. And yeah, I hope you do get a wig that you like. You deserve it. And thank you. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a thumbs up, and I look forward to your comments. Last thing, do you like it curly better or straight? Curly or straight? Let me know. Bye. Thank you for joining me.